Dungeons, yeah, that's it. This is going to be the first time I'm playing it, although I have seen a little bit of it played. It's still going to be a learning process for us, but I think that Slay Spire is a good intro to this game because it's not obviously the same mechanics or anything, but it is similar style. So, okay, we should have the right game now. All right, cool. Let me start up. I've never even launched it. Now, full disclosure, I did receive a copy of this from the developer, so I just wanted to keep that right out in the open. Yeah, I was playing live, Ursi. Which is, sometimes there's going to be moments where I'm not doing anything, and that's because I ran off to do something, like to get ready for the stream or what have you. But yeah, I'll be playing live every time. That little, what you see in the window is me playing live. Yeah, I'm noticing a problem right away. Oof. Okay, so there's a choice between start windowed or start full screen. I hope there's more options beside that, because the window is very small. I'm sure I can resize it and everything, but let's try it start full screen, and I'll see what I can do. Maybe it's like borderless window, perhaps. English would be nice. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this up on the screen here. I'm going to say it's not borderless window. It's also, it's capturing, but not at a good resolution. I'll fix all this stuff in due time. Okay. There is escape for settings. I had windowed, and it didn't change to windowed mode. Let's turn the music down a bit. I like the music though, so I'll put it a little higher than I normally would. Let's put it there. Okay, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to quit out of it to get into windowed mode. All right, that's fine. Give me 1 second. Okay, now it refuses to go in windowed mode. Oh no! There we go. That time it actually did what I wanted it to. Well... we're gonna have to live with it, I guess. Being in full screen. Every time I alt-tab it, it gets all messed up. That's alright, it's fine. Sometimes with these indie games, you have a little bit issues. I look like Quill? Alright. Let's see, and then, hello, Mahad. Alright. I think we're more or less ready to go. Let's play. That's disturbing. And the game show where you could win your heart's greatest desire. Give me a second, I'm mid-pour on my tea here. But will you... This guy's disturbing, man. But will you fulfill your dreams or your nightmares? Let's find out with our host for this evening and for eternity. It's Lady Luck. I feel like I'm a little laggy on the stream side of things. Hopefully that calms down. Looks like it's doing okay now. Thank you all, my dears and my darlings. And welcome back to my labyrinth of endless terror. Will our newest contestants win big or lose it all?
Oh, no.
Let's find out as we meet the warrior. Oh, I'm a dice. Would it be, well, I'm a die? I mean, just singular, right? Hey, Brunswick. You look like default IT guy from a TV show. All right. Yes, dear. That's how this works. Tell me, warrior, what secret emptiness has driven you to risk eternal imprisonment at the hands of fate? What?
Huh?
My dear, what are you playing for today? Oh, I'm playing to win a monster truck. Well, that sounds reasonable. And to become the strongest man in the world. Also reasonable for a warrior. Inspirational. Well, you know what we say here in Dicey Dungeons.
Oh.
Luck might be against you, but it's too late to change your mind now. I'm hoping there's a way to change the audio, because I feel like it's a little on the loud side. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Looks like you can do that anytime. Let me just turn down the main volume here. Go with that. And maybe like voices, because it just moans and stuff. Very creepy moans and stuff. Alright. Click on the chest to walk over to it. Will do. Ah, okay, so we get an item sword. I'm gonna guess you probably put the die inside this box, and then that's how much damage you do. That's entirely a guess. We'll find out. It's an enemy charge. Yeah, I saw a little bit of it, Brunswick, and it seemed really awesome. So I wanted to give this a try. It's an enemy charge. All right, let's click on the Space Marine. Too bad Math isn't here to see this. We're getting an opportunity to kill a Space Marine. Looks like he has a nice plasma gun. Ah, a new contestant. Time to fire up the plasma blaster again. All right, drag your dice to the sword. So that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if we can see what his deal is just yet, but we'll just follow the tutorial for now. Nice, because you used a 5, that did 5 damage. All right, pretty straightforward. Now it's his turn. Click the end turn button when you're ready. All right. So he gets to roll 3 dice. Oh, he has to roll a sum of 20. Yikes, when that thing hits 0, it's going to hurt for what, 10 damage? Do we have health yet? Oh no, you rolled a 1. It's okay, this happens from time to time. The warrior has a special ability. You can reroll up to 3 times a turn. Oh, okay. A 4, try again. Now, I would normally take a 4, because that's actually above your average, but... A 3, one more try. But I'm assuming this is scripted. A 6, perfect. Alright, let's use it on your sword. Bam, 6 damage. Click the end turn button when you're ready. Ah, see, there's our health. Uh-oh. Oh, this thing filled up. Double next action. Ready to use. Ah, so it's like a limit break. Okay. You take damage, it charges up your limit break. Oh, they actually called it a limit break. Click on it. Click on Fury to use... Fury to use it. Okay. Roll charge up. Roar! Alright. So I'll do 12 damage, which means we'll win. Alright, cool. I mean, alright. I hope that's it for the tutorial. I mean, it may not. We'll see. Eat apples to restore health. So that's going to restore 4 health. Alright, cool. Not quite full. We get a battle axe. 2 times the damage, but we can only roll a 4 or lower. Okay. It's another enemy. A hothead. Battle axe is more powerful than your sword, but needs 4 less. Okay. Well, I say we roll the 5. We got a 6. Let's re-roll it again. Got a 5. We'll get one more try. Ah, there we go. That should be max damage there. And then max damage there. Limit equipment will inflict stat effects when used. This fireball, for example, is going to burn. Okay, so it deals the amount of damage that the bad guy puts in there, plus it burns 1 die. Okay. We'll see what that does. Oh, so if you use the die, it does damage to you. Alright. I can't kill him without using it, but we'll try and re-roll the 1. Okay, we got a 5, which is decent. So That would be 6 plus the 5. Yeah, that should be. Oh. There, we just kill him right there. Okay, so we leveled up. Oh, we got an extra die. Okay. Get all your health back when you level up. Good. All right, let's go pick up this item. Get a matchstick. Burns 1 die. And we already know what this does, so that's good. We have to roll even to use it, though. You can rearrange your equipment from here. Ah, Tarkov has prepared me well for this. You've got some inventory Tetris here. Ah, okay, so yeah. Alright. So we haven't filled up our allowed equipment yet. I wonder if you could modify this, or if it's always going to be this size. Well, I guess we'll find out as we play. Let's go get our other item here. Okay, bump. I wonder if this gives you an indicator of what size it's going to be ahead of time. Because if I remember correctly, the axe was like double the size. So is this just a 1 slot? Let's find out. Yeah, it is. Okay, so you can get an idea of the size of it just by looking at the image. Alright, cool. I didn't really look to see what that did. Hold on. Oh, it just adds 1 to the die. That's actually pretty useful. Alright, let's go kill the Jester here. I'm curious if you could walk past the Jester. I'm not sure it would allow you to do that. Jester... Oh, I missed what that said. Hey there, friend. Enthusiasm is adorable, but I'll let you in on a secret. They're probably... I know there's other characters, as a matter of fact, Ursi, because I saw a little bit of this played. It's time for you to die. And the person that was playing wasn't playing the warrior. Okay. If you want, you can see what the enemy's moves are here. Oh, okay. Snowflake. All the same. It would freeze a die if he rolls an odd. Okay, we don't know what that does yet, but I guess we'll find out. So... if we add this to the bump, that would make that a 4, which is exactly what we need. Well, before we do that, we should re-roll to see if we get what we want anyway. That would be an even. We could roll with that. So bump. That would do the max damage there. And we hit him there, and then we use our even here. Oh, and you can use this multiple times. All right, that's what reusable means. I mean, that makes sense. So one of his die is on fire if he wants to use it. Unfortunately, it was even, so he's not going to use it. Ah, it lowered the value down to the minimum, because that was a 4, I believe. I don't know what this one rolled, but that one was definitely a 4. So we definitely need to re-roll these. Not much better, huh? But we'll re-roll the 1s, because we could at least use the 2 for something. Alright. So with this kind of roll, obviously the 6 goes here. Let's bump that, so at least we get a little extra damage out of it. And then we just put that in there. I didn't look at what his moves were. Inflict shock. I don't know what that does either. So this is a good time to learn what all these things do. And he needs to roll even. So he's going to take that burn damage and he's going to hit me with shock 3 times. Alright. Temporarily disables random equipment. Can use a dice to unshock. Oh, so these things are all unusable. Well, at the moment, the 5 is completely useless to us. I mean, the 6 we're going to want to keep. Let's try and re-roll the 1, see if we get something cool with it. Okay, we got a 4. So I think we use the 5 to unlock the battle axe. Then we hit him with the battle axe. Then we hit him with the sword. And let's see what his next move is going to be. He's just going to burn me. We know what burn does. Alright. You need to roll even, so he'll burn 2 of our dice. We only need 8 damage, though, so we might be able to get out through this. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take the damage. just for the sake of argument, because I'm gonna have to re-roll and I don't know what I'm gonna get from that, so I might as well just take the sure thing here. I could have sworn it was time for you to die. My watch wrong? What time do you make it? I mean, you were gonna die. You weren't gonna kill me with just a bunch of status effects. Alright, let's go ahead and get in here. Alright, so I'm gonna guess they're gonna give me a little bit more of a free hand here. We don't know what this is, but I'm gonna guess it's some kind of shop. We got a wizard, and we got a baby squid, and there's an item. Well, we're currently full on equipment. So, I say we kill the baby squid. Does it show me how close I am to leveling up? Somewhere? Oh, level up in 2. So more than likely I'd kill the wizard and then level up. So you know what? Let's kill the wizard. Because we get a full health at that point anyway. Alright. We already got a pretty good roll here. Let's do max damage here. What's his deal? He's got a lot of abilities. So deal 5 damage and freeze 2 dice. We don't want him to be able to use that at all. Clicks 4 poison. We haven't seen poison yet, but I think that's probably self-explanatory. Dodge next attack. Okay. He's got some really powerful abilities, so the faster we kill him, the faster things are just better for us. Okay. I think we got a good idea what he does. Phew. I think burning a die would probably be a good thing. Now, I can't use the sword multiple times, so I could bump this to a 6, but it wouldn't do me any good. So I think we re-roll it, because we can't do anything with it anyway. Re-roll it. Okay, and then we'll just burn one of his die. Hopefully that will, Oh, he only gets 1 die. Unless I'm misreading that. Let's see. Yeah, he only gets 1, so we burned him. Now, he can put that here and get an extra die, although... They'll apply it next turn. Although it seems like it stacks. It said that combat, right? +1 die this fight, so that's gonna stack. Interesting. Okay. He doesn't have a lot of health left, though. We'll probably be able to kill him here. Matter of fact, let's just get this over with. Another level up. Ah, we get to choose a reward. So we go to Spike Shield. On even, you do the amount of damage that you put in there. On odd, you block. I'm guessing that's what that symbol is. You shield that amount of thing. But the max you can put in there is a 5. Or we get a boomerang. Do 2 times to the enemy, but you know what? Spike Shield sounds better. Although it is bigger item. Let's get this first, and then we'll decide on what we want. We got another bump. Okay. Let's see what we want to do here. Problem is the Spike Shield's pretty big, right? If I were to put the Spike Shield in here, any 6s I would roll would be useless. So I feel like we have to get rid of the Battle Axe, unfortunately. It's one of our big damage dealers, but... I don't think we can use it unless we just get rid of the bumps. I think the bumps are really important, but at the same token... at this moment, we have 3 dice, but we can only use 2. So you know what? As much as I hate to do it, we're gonna run all these cards because if we were to run the bumps, it's pointless because we'd be wasting a die, which is to me just a bad idea. You know, I wasn't paying attention to the interface. Is my camera in a good spot? I think it is. Let's just take a look at the combat here real quick. You probably... Oh, you can't see the enemy. Shoot. I don't want to put it up in the upper left because that's where my alerts and stuff happen. Although, you know what? I guess it's not that big of a deal because the alerts will be over my face. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, let's get back into the game. Okay, we got the good roll here. We're gonna want to re-roll the 2. What is his moves? Blind to die, which we don't know what that does. If he rolls an even, so odd for that, even for this. If the squid rolls an even, it only gets 2 dice. It does whatever damage. Okay. We gotta re-roll this again because it's not usable. I'm gonna give her one more re-roll, but we might get unlucky here. Yeah. All right, that's fine. Okay. Blinded me, so we get to see what that does. Cannot see the dice values. Okay. There's a way to kind of test it. And that's putting it here and seeing if it goes through. It was a 2, I think. Alright, well, let's go ahead and block. That was a mistake. I should have re-rolled the 5 because we could have killed him this turn. Oh well. I just get this over with. Alright, I took a little bit of damage that we probably shouldn't have, but that's okay. We get to heal up here. Oh, new adventurer. Come in, on in. Welcome to the dungeon supplies for you. I've got some great stuff in stock. Need socks, weapons, a small houseplant? Okay, let's see what we got. So if we do this one, we get 2 6s in exchange, which that's probably not a bad deal. Target shield. Uh-huh. So you already have to have an existing shield for this to be applicable, so completely pointless. Claw. Oh, so you do damage and the poison effect. I say we pick this up. So I'm gonna buy that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of the battle axe. As good as that is, it's our highest damage dealer. I want to have more things I can use. Especially I want to have usefulness for the lower numbers. All right. Let's go ahead to the next level. Okay, so I don't want to pick these up, so let's see if it'll allow me to go right past to the pirate. It sure does. Okay. So this is as good as it's gonna get. Let's see what he does real quick. So you can do a maximum of 5 damage. On 5, you can reuse this. Okay. He's only got 2 dice, though. Cannon fire. Do 2 damage. And inflict 1 burn. So it doesn't really matter what die he puts in there. Because there's no value here. So no matter what the roll is, he can put a die in either of these. So he's going to be burning me a lot. Let's re-roll the 2. Okay, we got a 5. So let's re-roll the 4. Got a 3. Re-roll the 4 one more time. Got another 3. Let's up the value here to a 6. And then we'll just do the shield. Okay. I like the music. It's a good track. So he hit me with a cannon twice. We got the limit break. Unfortunately, There's nothing I can do to kill him this turn by just using one die. I may be able to kill him this turn if I use all the dice, though. Like, if I turn this to a 6, then on limit break, I can do 12 damage. And then the poison will kill him. I think. If I understand the poison correctly. Oh, I have to hit the limit break first. Lose 1 health at the start of your turn, so that should kill him. So we should just end turn. Because there is rollover damage. We don't want to take damage needlessly. Okay. Level 3 dude here. Seems like you get the experience equivalent to what level they are. Okay. We don't have any way to add ice to him, so doesn't really necessarily help us. Okay, the ones we need to reroll. Got a 3, which we can use on the poison, so might as well just do that now. Re-roll this. Reroll it again. Alright. Alright, what is his deal? He burns you. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and up this. Block hard. And we'll just do that there. Not a lot of damage here, so hopefully we can block a lot of his stuff. Oh wow, he's a lot of dice. He only has the 2 abilities though, so it can only hit me so much. Okay, in retrospect, blocking is probably not the best move with this guy. Because they're going to take a whole ton of damage. So put that here. We got to reroll this. Actually, kind of wish I had done that earlier. Let's reroll this. I'm gonna reroll it one more time. Okay, that doesn't help me at all, so let's reroll it last time. Yeah, we got worse off here. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply the poison to him again. We're gonna up the dice value here. We're gonna limit break. And then super block this guy. Now he shouldn't be able to do any actual damage to me outside just the fire, so. We do have a number of apples, so we should be okay. Probably taking this fight a little too slow. Okay, that we can just put right into there. I'm starting to feel like the claw was the wrong choice. Because it's not enough damage. I don't think this is helping us enough to justify the claw, so we'll probably swap it out here. Let's reroll the 1. That's the one that makes the most sense to reroll. Okay, we got a 6, so we definitely need to reroll it now. 5 will do. I'll just up this value to 3, so we're doing max damage there. Yeah, I think this build's a little too slow. For guys like this where we have to like do a lot of damage, we're not doing so hot. As a matter of fact, we may die here. Thankfully, I think our limit break is gonna... No, it's not gonna trigger. Ooh, Nelly. Let's re-roll this. Okay, 5 I'll take. What's the value of this die? 2? So if I keep the dice that I have, I could do 7 damage to this turn, and for sure kill him next turn. Let's reroll this. We got rerolls. Okay, that's better. Now we could bump the value here. This is the max we could do here, so... We could try for a 4 here. Well, honestly, a 4 or a 2 would do it, right? We might as well go for it. Nope. So we're going to actually take more damage than I would have normally. Oh no. Okay, thankfully he didn't roll a lot of... that was kind of a misplay on my part. Okay, we'll save the limit break. Let's just kill him. Yeah. Thankfully we leveled up. Get an extra die. Okay, cool. Let's go into the... Well, before I really reshuffle things, let's get our item here. Okay, needs a 6. Does the damage. You can use it 3 times a turn. You know, I'm actually tempted to use that. Because at this point we have four dice. We can't use all 4 dice. It's not possible for us to use all 4 dice. So the 6 shooter is going to be hard to pull off. We also are looking for 6s here. So as a result, I'm actually going to run the battle axe instead of the sword, because our high rolls are going to go here. 5 goes here, 6 goes here, 4 lower goes here. So we've got all our dice rolls potentially covered. So I think that's the right move. Let's see if the vacuum cleaner shows us the error of our ways. A lot of bad rolls here. Okay, so the ones are going to be the least useful to us. Right now with our build, we need high rolls. Okay. Let's try the other one. Alright, let's try the 2. Alright, we're not going to be doing a whole lot on this turn. The drain health does damage and blinds us. Holy crap. I kind of feel dumb using the Fury here, but I feel like we got to do a lot of damage here, or otherwise we're going to be in trouble. I'm going to do the damage over the blocking, because 1 block is meaningless. Then sadly, we don't get to use this. A 6 shooter is a little too hard to pull off, I think. Alright. Again, we're not rolling 6s here. So the 2s are kind of like the worst ones for us right now. 5. Let's reroll this 2. Let's reroll the 1. Ouch! Well, we can do this damage here. Block. Yeah, those rerolls are just not doing it for us. I think a 6 is just a little bit too much. There we go. Let's reroll the 2. Reroll the 2 again. Let's reroll the 3. Alright. Oh, I effed up. Oh, no, I didn't F up. Okay. There we go. So we got to use that 6 shooter 1 time in that battle. So yeah, I don't think maybe the best item for us. That's alright. We got an anvil here. We'll see what that does. And then we've got a shop, so we can replace it. So we've got plenty of things here. Let's go ahead and pick up these food items, though. Because we're going to be leaving soon. Let's see what the anvil is first. Hey, come in, come in. I don't think we've met. I'm Ned. I'm in charge of equipment around here. Oh, okay. So you can upgrade things. How do we know? Oh, okay, it shows you. That's not really that useful. The spike shield will take any die rather than a max of 5. Battle axe reduces its size, so we could use another item. I think that one's going to be the most useful one to us. We can check our backpack too. The claw, you can increase its damage output. Matchstick takes anything. Bump, you get more uses out of. Sword, you add 1 to it. Yeah, okay. I honestly think... I meant to hit the... I meant to hit the equipped item, not the upgrade button. Well, now I have no choice but to use the bump. We're gonna get rid of the 6-shooter. Damn it. So Claw is coming back. That was a mistake. I meant to I meant to shrink the axe. Oh, I feel dumb. Roll 2 1s. You change 6 into 2 1s. That could be useful for some builds, but not ours. Iron Shield. You take whatever the die roll is and you add it to your shield. Which is more usable than our Spike Shield right now. If all we wanted the Spike Shield to do is block for us. And a Broadsword takes the damage and adds 2 to it. Which is a marked upgrade over the normal sword. Which we're currently not using. We're using the axe. I feel like we should take the Iron Shield. Because right now, all of our dice rolls need to be low. And then we've got that bump ability, which raises things. So every 6 we roll is going to screw us. Whereas here, the 6s would be useful. Here, the 6s would be useful. So if I pick either of these items, the 6s are useful. I really wish I hadn't messed up what I was doing there. I just clicked the wrong button because I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to take the Iron Shield. It sucks because we lose some of the versatility of the Spike Shield. But right now, it's the more useful item. You can't sell things to her, right? Okay. Fortunately, we don't get another opportunity to upgrade. Alright, let's go to the level 4 person here. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have gone the other way. I didn't really pay attention to the field. Man, I'm not doing well here. As far as paying attention and stuff. But we already have all our max rolls right here, so we don't really have to... Well, what is her moves? Inflict damage. She has to roll all 5s for everything. Okay. Oh, 6 here. Add 1 to that. Do max damage there. And then do max damage here. And that's it. Did roll 2 5s. Oh, now does that roll over for her? I think it does, doesn't it? Okay. Well, let's re-roll these ones. There's our block. 5 we can't use. So the 5 needs re-rolled. I mean, honestly... Yeah. 3 we can use. So I can push the 2 up to a 4. Or honestly, I could just... limit break. Do max damage to her. Do that. Do that. There. She's gonna be able to hit me with both. Okay. So reroll the 1s. I'm gonna keep the 5 for now. Let's reroll this. We got a 2. We got 2 5s. This I can turn into a 6. This is completely useless to me. I just not realized. So let's reroll the 5. Shoot. We only get 2 uses of this. So use number 1. Let's bump the 2. Use that twice. And then we just poison. Okay, we should have her next turn. I have 8 block. Does the block roll over? I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Of course, if she doesn't do enough damage to me. Yeah. Fortunately, she's gonna do enough damage to roll through it. No, let's just kill her. You haven't been here long yet, have you? I can still smell the rain on you. I can see the last glimpses of sunlight in your eyes. Okay then. Yeah, we shouldn't have fought her first. Now here's the question, can we walk past these guys? Okay, we cannot. Alright, unfortunately we rolled high here. Okay. That looks scary. You can do a lot of damage to me. Alright, so the 6s are useless. The 5 is useless. Let's re-roll those first. Okay, we got the bumps that we need. The bump is helping us a lot, but I would have much preferred to have the 6-shooter around because right now 6s are completely, outside of the shield, they're completely useless to us. So if we get a bunch of 6s, that kind of sucks. Whereas the 6-shooter would have allowed us to use it multiple times. It would have allowed us to use all of our dice. Right now we're just leaving dice on the table. Thankfully she doesn't have that many dice. But she can hit me multiple times with that. Okay, we'll leave the 3s because we can use those. Okay. Let's re-roll one of the 3s, we might as well. Okay, perfect. So we'll hit her, we'll do the poison damage, and we'll buff that up to a 6. Now does her moves are always the same, okay. A+ on the soundtrack for this game. Alright. One reroll. One reroll. Alright. We got her. If I bump that up, then we hit her with this. Alright, cool. Let's get her item. Hammer. Alright, we do that much damage. On a 6, inflicts shock. Alright. I don't feel like we can use it. We probably need another upgrade, and hopefully this time I don't mess it up. Okay, strong against poison, so we don't want to really use the poison. Now, I don't know what that means. That he's strong against poison. Does it mean that he doesn't really get affected by it? Well, in theory, we already have our die rolls here. We got a 6, we got a 4, we got a 3. So let's shield up first. Let's see what happens when they're strong against poison. Okay, it still applied the poison. Let's see what happens. It still did the poison damage. So what does that mean? What does that mean if you're strong against poison? I don't understand. Okay. Reroll the 1. Reroll the 1 again. Reroll the 1 again. Alright. Looks like we're getting a lot of 3s to use. Alright, so I think the damage is probably more important, so we'll bump that. We don't need to bump this. And then we'll just up this value to 4, so we get as much block as we can. So again, the poison damage was dealt. Maybe, is he getting an extra die or something? Like, I don't understand what makes it strong. You guys are gonna have to be the better judge of that. Maybe his abilities are getting more powerful? Like, I don't understand. Alright, we'll roll other ones. Roll this one. We got a 6, so we can just put that there. Reroll this. Alright, we can make use of that. Okay, so he's gonna hit me with Curse, so we get to see what that does. All equipment has a 50% chance to fail, disappears once triggered. Okay. Well, we basically need what we need, but let's see if we can, like, kind of, like, get the break to happen on something that's not very important to us. Like, for example, not our damage. Oh, no. Alright, we're just gonna have to cross our fingers. Alright. Hey, we leveled up. Alright, upgrade. Let's take our backpack just to see if there's something cool. Okay, so hammer gets reduced. Okay, this time, I'm not gonna press the upgrade. We're gonna press the equipment button. See, the reason why I got confused there, I thought it was like a toggle switch or something. Let's upgrade this. Okay. That means we can get rid of the claw. And we can put back in the 6-shooter. Now, the hammer is more usable than the 6-shooter. But the 6-shooter is the only die that we have that we can use multiple times. Except for matchstick, which I'm not sure how useful that is. But we could use the matchstick plus the claw. That would be using our dice more often. The 6-shooter is harder to pull off, but at the same time, the 6-shooter does a lot of damage. That's a good kind of question for ourselves. I like the 6-shooter, but it's very specific on what you roll. Like, if you have enemies that freeze you a lot, the 6-shooter is going to be really hard to pull off. Thankfully, we can re-roll dice, but... Or we could do matchstick claw. It doesn't do as much damage, but we could use all of our dice every turn, and we know we could, no matter what we roll. But you know what? F it. I'm gonna go 6-shooter because I like to go that route. It'd be a shame being called mouse gunner if I didn't use a gun, right? We're full on health, so we don't need to go there. Nah, I don't like any of this. Okay, so Green Hut trades an item. Oh, now we're starting to descend into hell, huh? All right, Loud Bird. We do have another potential of an upgrade. Alright, well, we did get a couple 6s here, so anytime I get 6s, I'm going to feed it into the 6-shooter. Unless it makes sense to put it elsewhere. What's your abilities? Squawk, silence enemy. I don't know what that does. Dodge next attack. Echo Blast, okay. Well, honestly, we put the 4 there, right? We buff that to a 6. Put that there. Get our shield. Yeah, we rolled a good number of 6s there. And the more dice we get, the more powerful 6-shooter is going to be. Okay, they did silence me, so let's see what that does. Can I use special character skills or limit breaks? Okay. But we can still use our dice for what they are. Did it? It didn't gray this out, right? It just did that. Okay. For a second there, I got a little confused. All right. This. Oh, he was gonna dodge my next attack. That's why. Maybe, I don't know. I'm dumb though. Wait, what? Oh, because he silenced me at downgraded stuff. Oh. Well, I messed that turn up pretty hard. I don't know if that one's gonna carry over. He's gonna silence me again, which sucks. Yeah, see, it downgrades it. Well, he's not dodging this turn. So this is the most we can do here. Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do. We might as well... Well, see, this doesn't make any sense to do. I mean, we do that, but I want to use this die. And if I rolled bad, you know, I think we just block here. This guy sucks. He's annoying. Thankfully, he didn't roll doubles this time. He's going to dodge his next attack, so we really need to pay attention to that. What does this do? Heavily weakens random equipment. Oh, that's what's doing it. Okay. So he's going to block... He's gonna block one of my attacks. Fortunately, we didn't roll any sixes, and I can't make a six happen without doing. Oh wow! So if I do this, he's just gonna dodge it, and I have no other way of attacking him. So we gotta re-roll here. Come on, six. Ah. But we still gotta draw out the dodge, because otherwise he might keep it. Alright, that's our turn. Oh, he did get doubles, F. His downgrading of my abilities, that's the one that sucks, honestly. Like, the other stuff doesn't really matter, in my opinion. Well, he's dodging. But we'd rather have him dodge this. Especially as we can manufacture another six here. By doing this. Alright. That was an annoying enemy. But he's a loud bird after all. Seems like, did I level up? I must have, because, I wasn't really paying attention. So this guy's, an optional fight. We could go here or here, and this is the lower level dude. Let's hit the Wicker Man, see what's in the chest, and then we'll go from there. Let me guess, weak to fire. Yeah. I don't have any burning abilities, although I could have gotten one. So I can manufacture 2 6s. The 3 is like the one that's like we would want to reroll. Okay, there's a 6. Now I can turn both of these into 6s as well. What does he do? Okay, he has 3 dice, so in theory he could use that, unless he rolls real bad. And then he can do damage and heal himself. Okay. Well, let's turn that into a 6. That into a 6. We'll hit him with that. Shield up. Hit him with another 6-shooter. Yeah, I like our builder right now. Okay. Didn't do a ton of damage to us. Okay, we're gonna want to reroll the ones. Okay, we got a 6 right away. Reroll this one. Reroll it again. Okay, we got the 4, which we kind of need. So that. This, unfortunately, we can't do a whole lot with unless we use it to block with, which we could. Let's do max damage to him. Okay. Should take a little extra damage this turn. Ow. Alright. I could save the limit break for that level 5 guy, because we may not need it this turn. If I can pull a 4 here, or just even upgrade to a 4, we've got him. Hey, Iggy. We did take a decent amount of health damage there, but we can heal it back up. Okay, this is interesting. You have to roll specifically a 5, though. Not really. I mean, it kind of is similar. I would say it's more similar to Slay the Spire because you're a character and there's like an RPG mechanic to it. We have to take it, but other than that, not really like Hearthstone. It's more built on dice than cards, so it's totally different. Alright, I'm fighting the gargoyle anyway, even though it's an optional fight, but we can level up here. So he needs to roll a 1 for that. Blocking die, I think that I can figure out what that is. You can use that twice a turn too, so that kind of sucks. And then he's got a bunch of these abilities that he can use. So do 3 damage reroll with lower value. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but it doesn't sound good. He's only got 2 dice though, so that's good. Okay. Well, we already got a 4. Let's go ahead and use the limit break on that. So I can do max damage to him. Okay. Let's reroll the 2. Reroll the 2 again. Reroll the 2 again. Alright. Looks like we're going to deal with that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Wait, no, you have to put dice in until it gets to 5. Carries over turns 2. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, Brunswick, you're right. That's exactly how that works. Not a whole lot we can do other than just get a 5 in our block. Yeah, so it would show this if it was a specific die roll. Okay, so he hit me that with that. I think I got how that ability worked. So he had to roll, for him, he had to roll over 3 or higher. And then if he does the damage, he gets another reroll, but it has to be lower than what he put in there. Which is interesting. But if he can manufacture a 1 that way, he can then use a glare. So this is a good way, like, the build is a good way for him to get glare. If he can manage to get that, of course. Or it, whatever, it's a gargoyle. There's another 6, that's good. We could turn this into a 4, and we could turn this into a 6, so there's really no reason to reroll anymore. Let's just go ahead and bump that to a 4. Let's bump that to a 6. And we can kill him. I really have to pay attention to lethal too. It's going to be easy to like not keep track of that. We took a little bit of damage, so it may not be worth picking this up, but we only need 5 to level up, so we're going to for sure level up. So we might as well heal up before this fight. We don't know how it's going to go. Okay, so we could restore 10 health. Versus enemy or upgrade equipment. I say upgrade equipment because that seems always good. So we'll buy that. Alright, question is, what do we want to upgrade here? So we can't upgrade these anymore, I'm guessing, because they're grayed out. This would upgrade to that. This you get more uses out of, but we don't have more dice, so it makes no sense to have 6 uses over the 3. This isn't worth leveling up. This you get more shield, so that's not too bad. Let's see what else is in our backpack, though, real quick. Hopefully I don't mess this up again. Okay, so this just raises the maximum. That gives you a higher number of uses. This you can use anything. That would shrink it. So right now, what are we using in our equipment? We're using the battle axe. So the question is this hammer better than the battle axe? And I think that's a definitive no. Pea shooter. Increases number of uses. So I was wrong. Yeah, so this you roll, if you got a 5, you would do the 2 damage. And you can use multiple dice to do it. So if you got a 2 and a 3, you get the 5. You could even go over this value to use it. So it's a very usable card. The problem is it doesn't do a lot of damage. So right now, I don't think that's worth it. This is alright. Yeah, I say we just upgrade what we have here, rather than upgrade something else and switch to it. So I guess the Iron Shield. Because there's no point in upgrading the 6-shooter at all, in my opinion, so... Okay. Might have been a bad call, but... seemed to be what made sense to me. Weak to fire. Again, we have no way of applying fire. It's interesting that he's in the world that he's in. He's in this, like, hell world. He's weak to fire. Okay, so we already got multiple 4s here. So we'll just use that right now. The 3 makes the most sense to reroll. We got a 5. Do we risk rerolling a 4? I mean, that is above the average. Because this we can turn into a 6 by putting it in a bump. Like, there's only a 1 in 3... I'm sorry, there's only a 1/3 chance that we get higher than the 4. And we only have 2 chances to do that. So... the thing is, though, we can't use this die if we don't reroll it. Okay, yeah, that was the right call. Because now we got 3 6s. So we use 1 to block with, or use the other 2 to 6-shooter. Alright, cool. I should have looked at what his abilities are. So odd, he locks a dice, which he will be doing. Twice to us. Ow. So... I take it we can't use the die, yeah. So I'm not going to be doing a whole lot this turn. I don't really need to reroll the 3, but it's below average or what have you, so... obviously reroll the 2. So we got a 6 out of that, which we can put into our shield for next turn. Granted... this guy gets weaker and weaker the longer we go. So if we play defensive, it might work out. Let's go ahead and reroll this. Reroll it again. Okay, so we got 2 6s out of the deal. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use our battle axe. That's okay. We'll just go with a pretty standard strategy of block. Actually cannot physically do damage to me. This only has 1 use, and it can only do 7 damage, and it will actually worsen over time. So, that's actually going to be perfect for us. The problem is this guy locking my dice, but if you roll a 5, you can only lock 1 die, so... okay, so we can buff that up to 4 if we wanted to. So let's see what we can get out of this. Ouch. Okay. So we could get this up to a 5, or, you know, do any combination of things. Let's just do our damage here. We'll buff that to a 5, put it there. Yeah. And if I read that, yeah, so... can't possibly do damage to me this turn, so... so I'm not in danger with this guy at all. At this point. This is actually a really easy fight for us with our build. So the black does roll over. Good to know. So our chances are going to improve over time too. Let's just kill him. Goodbye, lady. I'm sure that fight is harder depending on what your build is, but for us it was easy. Okay. We got an upgrade here. I really don't want to get rid of the 6-shooter, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to upgrade it either, but I don't want to get rid of it. So I guess I'll upgrade it. So there's no way in hell we're getting 6 uses, but... We might be able to get more than 3 uses out of it. Okay. Warrior versus whatever that name is that I'm not going to try and pronounce. Scathach. Then I tried to pronounce it anyway. Ah, for the lost caress of the wind. The call of the birds in the air. Oh well, in the absence of any of that, a fight will do nicely. Okay, immune to lock and freeze, we don't do any of that, so that's fine. Okay. So we can manufacture a couple 6s right now. Right now, the 1s are not doing me a lot of favors. Alright, that we could buff to a 4. Let's reroll this. Okay, we got 2 6s, something we can turn into a 6. Let's reroll the 2. Alright. Let's see what our moves are before we do anything. Got a lot of moves. She only has 1 die, though, which is interesting. So, the curse. So you need a 1. You do that 1 damage, plus 1 damage, and inflict a curse. Okay. Needs a 3. Does the 3 damage, plus 3 damage, and you blind 3 dice. That one sucks. We don't want that one to happen. Okay, 5 plus the 5 damage, and then you burn. 2 plus 2, and then you lock 2 dice. That one also sucks. Okay, I kind of get the idea. She's got some elemental type thing. You say, I assume it's a she. It could just be a dude with really long hair, too, so... So I'm thinking... We bump that. Bump that. The block is going to be the thing I do the least of. So we're going to go hardcore on the damage here. Just try and make this thing end as quickly as possible. Okay. She only gets 1 die. Unfortunately, that one's not too bad, I would say, in the grand scheme of things. Because we can re-roll out of it. Fortunately, we didn't re-roll out of it very well. Again, I say we focus on damage here. We'll get our limit break soon, too. So I'm going to be doing very little blocking. And mostly just damage to try and get her out of here. I'm assuming the moves are the same. Yeah, they are. Okay. Three. Okay, blinding dice is gonna suck for us as far as just like knowing what our dice is, but... Is there a way we can cheat it? Is that a 6? No, it's not a 6. Is this a 6? It sure is. Is this a 6? No, it's not a 6. Is it... 4 or lower? We could buff it twice and then just go off the hope. Alright, F it. I think that was a 4. So we'll just buff this. If it doesn't let me buff it, then it's a 6. One way to get through things. So that was a 5. After we buffed it twice. Originally a 3. Okay, this fight's going pretty well, I'd say. We should be able to win this, regardless of what she does here. Because she's going to lock a couple dice, but it doesn't matter. Because she's already dead. Goodbye. Congratulations! Your very first victory! Am I super strong now? You'll always be super strong to me! But also, no, sorry. How it works is, every time you win an episode, you get the chance to spin the wheel! And if the wheel ends up on a star, you get to leave the dungeons and take home your heart's desire. Get ready to spin the wheel! Spin the wheel! You're not chanting! Oh, sorry. Spin the wheel! Spin the wheel! Here we go. I noticed there's a death thing here. Imagine that, we fell on it. Ah, bad luck. No prize this time. But never mind, there are plenty of episodes to come. Spin the wheel! Spin the wheel! You can stop chanting now. Okay, so we got another new class here, the Thief. So of course we're going to play the new class, and it does look like we got 4 more on top of that, so pretty awesome. What does this one say? I'm here to have fun and fight monsters. Back home, I love working out, long walks on the beach, and working out. Over here, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to win. Everyone else is too, of course. They're just lying about it. Okay. Well, we're being the Thief just to see how his mechanic works. Alright. I don't know if you can save mid-run. I guess we'll find out, because I'm fast approaching my time limit of 2 hours before we switch over to the next game. Put your hands together for the next hapless, hopeful challenger. He's got big hopes, big dreams.
Oh, no.
And he signed a legally binding agreement not to sue us. It's the Thief! Yay! Wait, you meant that dice thing literally? I mean, everything literally. So tell me, Thief, what brings you to my arena of terrible fate? Okay, a dice. Good. Right, well, my friends don't seem to be taking this seriously, but I am. And I'm going to win $1 billion. And what will you do with the money if you win? Anything I want. For the rest of my life. Well, fortune favors the bold. At least that's what people who haven't met me sometimes believe. Let's get started. All right, cool. We got a frog guy here who is destined to die. I probably should have looked at my equipment, but we'll get a time to look at that now. Okie dokie. So we start with a broadsword. Okay. We have a dagger, which does max 3 damage, but it's reusable. Split a die in 2. Interesting. So that means I can attack more often. But if you're splitting a die in 2, you're not getting any better value out of it. You're just getting more of it. So, as an example, if I were to split the 5, I'd get, you know, it could probably be any combination, but let's say it's a 2 and a 3, right? In theory, I could stab more often. But you're only doing the value of the die. So really, for us, with what cards we have here, it makes no sense to use it. But later, maybe we could build into it, like things that need lower die rolls. Maybe it would make sense. But I'm going to guess this is more the Thief-specific thing here. So, broadsword makes the most sense because you get more damage out of it. But just for the sake of argument, let's just split the die, even though it doesn't make the outcome any different. We do get the kill, though. I should have looked at what the frog did. Oh well. The frog's dead, so it doesn't matter. Alright, let's see what the Thief does. Oh, we didn't have the broadsword. Maybe the frog did, because the frog looked like he had a big sword, right? So maybe the Thief steals. I mean, it didn't give me this information here. Maybe it was there somewhere and I just didn't pay any attention. Maybe they steal. Maybe the Thief steals an ability from your opponent. Well, let's get our item. Roll 2 1s. So it looks like, yeah, the mechanic here for the Thief is probably to roll low. I mean, obviously we're gonna equip that because we don't have anything else. And the dagger, you need 3 or less anyway, so a 6 we would want to turn into 2 1s potentially, so we could actually use it. Although we could also split it into 2, and then... Although I don't know if it splits it in down the middle, it might just split it into 2 dice, so we'll have to find that out. Alright, let's go kill the slime. Slime is strong against poison. Yeah, Slime Ball is one of the bad guy's abilities. Okay, we pulled the 6. Let's see if I'm right with that. So we're going to split this in 2. It gives you something that adds up. to 6. It doesn't give it down the middle. So it could be 1-5, it could, you know, any combination. Thankfully, we can still use the slime ball against the enemy. Although they are strong to poison, which I still don't know what the hell that means, because it seemingly still did the damage. So let's just pay attention here. Normally, it needs evens, and it adds 2 poison. That's what this guy does. He has 14 health, and he can roll 3 dice. So with that in mind, we're going to pay attention to what happens when we use poison against him. So we just applied 2 poison. Did not change the health. Did not change the number of dice. Did not change the cards. Now the poison hasn't applied yet, so it did half. Okay, it did half the effectiveness. We didn't see that before because we were only applying 1 poison. So it doesn't really matter because we got to use this ability. So let's split the 5 in 2. Well, no. Yeah, no. If we get 2 4s, we're screwed. But the 5 is completely useless to us. Now, the Snake Charm, I'm noticing it is, you don't have to get exactly a 6. You can use up to 6 value. Let's split this and hopefully we get lucky. Okay, we did, in my opinion, get lucky there. Because then we can do this. Alternatively, I could do this. But the poison still does damage to the bad guy. What the hell? It doesn't matter. We're not going to kill him in 1 turn anyway. Okay, we have limit break. What does this do? Roll 4 extra 1s. Okay, yeah, again, roll low. So we only need something to kill this guy, so I'd say split the 4, because there's nothing that could go wrong there. Slurp, slurp. Slurp, 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 slurp. Slurp, slurp, slurp. We leveled up. And we get an extra die. Okay. Level 2, level 2, level 2. We'll face this guy last because he's at the exit. Let's face the Dryad first. Strong against poison. But she has a lot of the poison effects. Okay. So do damage and restore. And on a 6, restore 2 health. Okay. Gotta miss the ability to add 1 here. Oof. Let's split the 5. Alright, so we can just stab her multiple times here. Because this is no different. We need a 6 for this to be any use to us. Right now, we don't need the healing anyway. Now, I could get a bunch of 1s here. Yeah, sure, we're gonna take damage. We might as well use it now. There we go. Just stab the crap out of her. I should have looked at her abilities more. So she has the one ability where she hits me, but if she rolls a 6, gets healed. And then she has poison. I'm gonna go this route. As much as it may not make a whole lot of sense, because we could have gotten a good roll here. If it had been 2 and 4, 1 and 5, that would have screwed us. We would have actually been worse off. So it's gonna be kind of a battle of attrition here. Now, adding into this doesn't make any sense for us because we're not gonna keep this card next turn. So at least we might not. So she's gonna hit me with the 4 poison. We did get the unlucky roll, but she may be dead before then. Yeah, let's do this again. Let's split this so we can use it. So let's do our math. Yeah, we should have the kill. Yeah, so we don't want to use the unlucky roll if we can save it for next time. Alright, let's get our health back up. And we took a lot of damage in that fight. Steals 1 gold. Okay. Not a really particularly useful item right now. I hope we don't die here. Because we took a lot of damage in that last fight. And we faced the wizard before, but I don't really remember what he does. I seem to remember he has a lot of really... things that can screw us up. So... like, this doesn't do any damage, so... as much as it seems like maybe cool, let's go ahead and get these. We don't have a 3, but maybe if we split with a lockpick, we might get a 3. Yeah, we did. Okay, we definitely want to use that because that's more poison than than damage. We could steal a gold. I don't know if that's really what we want to do though. Let's definitely use the 1s because they're odd anyway. I like his Yoda noises. So we either do 2 damage or we take a gold from him. I say the raw damage. We just want to get through this. I don't want to die. He can do a lot of damage. Okay. Well, I'm assuming it'll allow me to split a 1 in 2. 2 1s. Yeah, okay, so we do more damage that way. I really want to get rid of that pickpocket as soon as possible, because it's just really not doing a whole lot for me. I don't think he can kill me next turn, but he may be able to F me up. We want him to... oh. Thankfully, I think he rolled 2 of the same thing, which means... well, that sucks. Alright. We got him. Just put that on that, which will, yeah, we got him, but that still sucks. Yay, and we'll level up so we don't have to worry about the health anymore. Reduces the countdowns on all equipment by whatever. I don't know what that does. Poison needle. Inflict 1 poison. This, I think, is more useful for us, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. It fits into the idea of rolling low. At this point, we might as well keep the pickpocket around, but hopefully we can find a better item in the store. Okay, on an odd, you reduce damage, 1 damage from each attack. Okay. Okay, so this heals us. Counterfeit duplicated die. That actually seems pretty good. I'm gonna buy that. And pickpocket is completely useless too. Okay, so this is gonna be our roll for now. We'll save the health because we are full. Alright. So we don't want to duplicate a 5 because 5's not really useful to us. So I say we use lockpick on it. And then we want to use a duplicate of the 3 because that will give us more damage output. Interesting with the sharp spike here. Well, anyway, let's duplicate that. So for the 1, if I put those 2 1s here, it would do 4 damage. Whereas if I put them here, they would do 2 poison damage. I hope I'm understanding that correctly. Yeah, okay. I think that was better than the poison needle. Honestly, with the poison needle, you only would want to be putting 1s in here. anything else is a waste of your value, because I can do raw damage that's greater than the poison. Because poison ticks down. Now, if you can add a lot onto it, yeah, but that 2 is better served on the dagger than in the poison needle. So, all right, we already know one of this guy's abilities. Looks like he needs 1s for a lot of his things. Yeah, he needs to roll low for him, and he only has 1 die, so I don't know how lucky his rolls are going to be. But he can split it in 2. Yeah, that sucks. So we're going to take 4 damage here. We did just get unlucky roll. Which is good. Fortunately, we're not going to be able to use the 4 unless I put it in there. Let's go ahead and put the unlucky roll. Because why not? Hit him with that. Let's split the 5. Oh, that's the split we didn't want. Maybe I should have split the 4. Suck. Alright. We have no other use of this. These 4s. We can't do anything with them. So we'll duplicate the 1. This is where putting the 1s in makes sense. Because you do poison and it stacks. Right? So now we got 3 poison, so that will continue to do damage and it will roll over. Alright. So 1 misplay there. Should have split a 4 instead of the 5. Ow. I like how he sneezes every time he plays with that thing. Alright, so this time we're going to split the 4. We're going to want to duplicate... Well, I don't even know why I'm bothering. We already got lethal. Okay. Before we leave, let's get our health back up. We're taking a lot of damage, I'm noticing. If we go to Baby Squid, we could get our health back. We can get to upgrades. That sounds pretty useful. Although this guy gets me the same place, this guy's a lower level. We know Baby Squid can blind you, though, which is not ideal. Alright. Let's go ahead and just get our 1s here. We'll duplicate the 3. And split the 1. That way we get max poison. And then we do max damage here. Okay. I like that. Hopefully we don't get blinded here. Sadly we did. Okay. We have no idea what this is, and even I think even splitting it and stuff, we won't know what it is. The best way to know what it is? Well, it poisoned them, so it was 2 or lower. Let's go ahead and split the 5. Sadly, not the split that we want. Trying to think how we use this. I could do this. I mean, that does do damage, right? So we'll go ahead and duplicate that. Then the poison makes more sense here. Get that headbutt. Alright. We get blinded again. Yeah, we got lethal. I mean, we had lethal. The poison would have killed the thing anyway. Okay. So the biggest problem I see with this build is that we just take a lot of damage. Let's go the shop first. I don't really want any of these things. Because we already have our equipment full, and I think every single item we have is useful. These are not adding us anything to us. So I'm just going to exit. Go to the upgrade. Let's see what we can do upgrade-wise. Hey, come in. Tell me, what do you want in an upgrade? More compact machinery, more power, more flexibility. All right, so first counterfeit. Counterfeit shrinks. That's good. That's really good. Let's see what else we got, though. So adds value to the stab. You need less to get the 2 ones, which is probably pretty good. More uses from the poison needle. Roll dice in 2 on a 6, split it into 3. Oh boy, these are all good. But I say we split the, make the counterfeit smaller. That way we can use more things, so. Okay. Then, pickpocket's the only thing we have. We don't really want to use that. It's garbage. Let's see if it will allow me to go back to the shop. I think picking up the bandage makes a little bit of sense because we can heal ourselves right now. We take a fair amount of damage with our build. So I will pick this up for the meantime. Just make sure we have that equipped. Okay. We're about to get a level up from fighting the bully. So let's save the health until after we fight the haunted jar, maybe? I don't know if that makes sense. Let's just eat this, just in case. Okay. Now what does the bully do? Got a bunch of rocks, which just does damage. And fists. D3 damage. Okay, so you can just do a bunch of damage. Alright. 2s are fine. Let's split the 4. Okay. I mean, honestly, putting the 1 into poison doesn't really make any difference. Anything else we do. It's going to do the exact same amount of damage. But just for style points, we'll use it. That's his... I didn't counterfeit. Ah, mistake. Mistakes were made. It's not going to be the end of the world, but that was a mistake. Okay, this time let's frickin' use it. Counterfeit on the 3. Let's go ahead and take our unlucky roll. This is where we apply the poison. I would like to buff the poison because we could do a heck of a lot more poison. I don't think there's a strong reason to use the bandage because we're just gonna level up after this fight. So I figure we just do more raw damage. Guy's only got 2 dice, so he's not gonna hit me. Most he can hit me for is 12, so he's not gonna kill me. That allows him to do more damage, though, than what the face value of the die is, which is nice. That's why rock is good. I mean, not rock, what was the ability? This. Alright, right now, the 6... I'm just gonna go ahead and not take the risk. And we'll, get 2 1s here. And then I'm gonna split the 1 into more 1s. We'll duplicate the 2. Let's apply a bunch of poison. Okay. The definite misplays happened on this fight, but it's not going to make any difference. Okay. Let's split the 4. Because we need something usable, like that. You would have died anyway, I think, to the poison, but let's do it by our own hands. Hey, we get another die. The more dice we have, the better off we are, too. Okay, strong against poison. Which means the poison needle is a little bit less of a good idea. Alright, let's make that 2 1s. Now the 6 is completely useless to us right now. Unless I split it. Fortunately, the 4 is going to be not helpful, but... And we have 2 4s, so... Yeah, this guy's strong against poison, so I'm not really sure. I mean, we should use this no matter what. I kind of wonder if we get this blighted back. I mean, the 4s are useless anyway. If it will still tick down. I mean, honestly, it's poison, which this guy is strong against, so, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Go ahead and start smacking him. Yeah. Just do raw damage here rather than try and poison, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do otherwise. Okay. So there's the inflict, there's the double. We'll just see how this goes. We did 14 damage in that one turn. Granted, we did have unlucky roll. Fine, double the poison. I don't have any poison, so that was a wasted turn for you. Okay. Unfortunately, this 4 is going to be... Yeah, it did stack. Unfortunately, this 4 is going to be useless to me, so we're going to go ahead and split it in 2. We'll just put that into there. Then we'll just start hitting them. We still haven't taken damage, so there's no reason to bandage here. I should have just counterfeited the 3. Whoops. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of misplays here. Thankfully, that Snake Eyes actually bails me a little bit out of jail. Okay. I'm just gonna pump that into there. That was split. No matter what happens, we get something useful. Let's counterfeit the 2. We're just shy of being able to kill him. I'm gonna heal a couple times here. Probably gonna take more damage than the healing is really gonna help me with, but okay. Let's go ahead and split the 4. We'll get a... Okay, we only need a couple of these to kill him, so let's heal everything else. Doom, do you remember? Alright. Definitely want the health. Definitely want the item. Poison slingshot. I think this is not a good item to pick up for us. Our other items, I think, are better. Especially as this only applies 4 poison. It would require 2 6s, which is 2 dice at the best. It might require more dice than that. Whereas we can apply 4 poison with 4 dice. So, unless we get lucky, this is not very good. Now, we could upgrade it, and maybe it would be better. But until that time comes... Okay, I'm not going to take this health until after we fight the vacuum to see where we're at. So we only are down by 1 health. Okay, we also got our unlucky roll, which we're going to want to use right away. Let's see what his things are. Alright, so drain health. And then dust cloud, which blinds us, which we really don't want to have happen. But he has to roll a 6 for that to apply. Alright, let's just get this out of the way. And that. Okay, the 4 needs to be split. We need to duplicate the 3. I'll start applying the poison. See, that would be so much poison if we could play all the 1s on it. Boom. 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 I want to see how this works. Will we heal and do damage? Yeah, sure works that way. So that's better than using a bandage. Alright, cool. So he will be able to get some of his health back. Okay, again, that. Go ahead and split the 5, hoping we get it. So that 4 is not really all that useful, but we can always put it into this. So we're doing some damage with it. Oh, we have another 4 too. That sucks. The poison makes the most sense here, so we'll just go ahead and counterfeit that as well. That's the last poison we can apply. And we can't use that. Okay, we get our unlucky roll. I'd like to not use it if I can. We got 2 5s, which is a little rough. But we'll be able to put on 3 more poisons, so we just have to do a little bit more damage. As a matter of fact, we have lethal. But we're just gonna BM a little bit. Get fancy. Alright. We might as well pick this up. This is an entirely optional fight. Let's pick up the chest first. A lot of poison-based stuff. I might not have enough coins to really make best use of this, but we can always come back. That's not very useful to us. As a matter of fact, I don't think any of this stuff is useful to us. Which kind of sucks. What level is this snowman dude? He's level 4. Go ahead and go after this dire wolf thing. Might be a mistake, we'll see. Strong against poison, which sucks. Versus the enemy, okay. We need doubles for that, but we can manufacture doubles fairly easily, actually. Let's take this safer split. Duplicate that. Whew. Kind of a waste of the value, but just get that curse out of the way. Oh, get that on there too. What's this dude's things? He's got Curse, which we applied on the dog already. Dire Wolf, whatever. Claw, damage and poison. Claw, damage and poison, but it has to be low rolls. Okay. Should heal a little bit of health. Because we know this guy's gonna probably hit me a little bit. As it does have 4 die. It did roll really low too, so we're gonna get cursed and then we're gonna take damage. Ouchies. So there's a chance some of our stuff breaks here. Let's split this in 2. Okay, these 2 dice are completely useless to us now, except for this can heal, but otherwise kind of pointless. Let's double that. Oh, he didn't curse. Did he not curse me? I don't see the curse effect. Maybe the curse broke on him. That's probably what happened. Alright. I'm gonna heal 1, and then we'll do damage. One claw broke from the curse. Okay, I missed that before. We've got our limit break. We'll probably want to use it because we still have a lot of fight. Just go ahead and get our 2 ones. Then I'll go ahead and happily split that in 2. Then I'll happily duplicate that. Now this in theory does more damage, and he's still going to take the poison. Because it's just 1 poison. So it doesn't make sense to use that. Let's see for how far we get with just damaging. And then I'll decide on whether I want to use that limit break or not. But we're not going to get him, so... I'm going to heal a couple more. Okay. Don't have any doubles. Let's split the 5. Okay, we got lethal. Let's just take the lethal that we got. Oh, I should have healed first. F. I gotta heal a couple of my hit points. I just wasn't thinking. That might actually really hurt me in the next fight. Because I don't have a lot of health. That may have been a big misplay. Weak to fire, we don't have fire. Okay. But it does mean that you... Let's use the 5 for this. That's all he has is snowballs, okay. So he might be freezing a lot of my dice, which actually doesn't hurt me too much. Let's split that in 2. Just duplicate the 3. Use this for poison. This for raw damage. Honestly, freezing his dice doesn't make a whole lot of sense either. It pretty much gives him this. And granted, it does less damage, so... So you're gonna be able to hit me 3 times. Okay. We do get our unlucky roll, and we have all ones. So, split the dice, counterfeit the die. That's a lot of ones. Poison him. It's kind of weird because you freeze him, you actually give him a chance to hit you more often. Because if, like, let's say it was like a high 6, right, that he would roll, he wouldn't be able to use that. Your best bet, though, is if he rolls like a 5, then you could reduce the damage. I still say we do it. We're not risking dying, so I'm not gonna heal. So it did take his highest die, which was the 5. So it did reduce the damage we just took. Again, I don't mind that. So we're gonna duplicate the 2. We're gonna split the 1. One should go into poison. Except for the last one. I'm gonna go ahead and use that for the freeze again. Because that did save us last time. Specifically for the times when he rolls a 5. We got lethal next turn. As a matter of fact, the poison will kill him next turn. Let's just kill him with our own hand. And there's a level up, so we get our health back. Split a dice in 3, but it has to be a minimum of 3. I say we upgrade instead. I mean, that's what... I'd rather upgrade the lockpick than get this hacksaw. Unless there's something else we could easily replace. Because this being a minimum of 3 really makes it suck. It would give us more 1s. But that's really its only utility. We could turn a 1-1 into 3 1s. So, I'm going to take the upgrade. This makes this infinitely more useful. That makes that a lot better. This having more uses is good. This just doing more damage is good. So honestly, all of these upgrades are amazing. I think that honestly, the dagger is probably the one thing that is like the best, except for the lockpick if we get a 6. Because you're turning 1 die into 3 that are potentially usable. But I think the dagger, just giving us extra raw damage, is always going to be a good one. So let's do that. Go to this. Dagger into a backstab. Do 0 damage, add 1 on each item use. Nah, I mean, we just upgraded the... No. We just upgraded the dagger. I'm not trading an already upgraded item. So far, those deals haven't really been proving to be all that great for us. Okay. Before I get too deep into this, is there a way to, like, exit and save my progress? So if I go back to title, does that end my progress or not? Because I actually really do need to know. I'm assuming it's going to give me a warning. Let's just go ahead and give this a test. Yeah, okay, you can continue. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the continue. Now, I don't know if it gives me like a save state at the beginning of the level or not, so we'll test that as well. Because we're getting close to the time where I'd wrap up anyway. So let's do the Rhino Beetle fight. Leave, and then come back and see if it puts us at the same point, or if it's only at the beginning of the level. So, it's just gonna be a little bit of test of like where this leaves off. Because if it leaves off exactly where you left off, then this game's gonna go a little higher up on my list of awesome games. Okay. So the 5 is completely useless to us. Let's go ahead and take the risk of splitting it. Okay, that's what we wanted. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this in here because it's gonna be nothing to us otherwise. We'll go ahead and duplicate the 3. He has a battle axe and the beetle headbutt. Okay. Well, we obviously don't want him to be able to do this. Really don't think that there's a better move here than just using these dice as... You know, now that we have the dagger, unless we're applying more poison, the poison needle is actually not as useful now. So if we can get a better item, this is a replaceable item. If somebody's weak against poison, that works. So he's gonna hit me with that next turn. So we gotta finish him off here quick. So this is where that 6 would be like really awesome to split. Unfortunately, we have a lot of dice that are... this I'd say we just use here. I'm gonna split the 6 on a... What would be the worst outcome we could get? Like 1 5? And then the 5 would be useless to us? We got multiple dice that aren't useful to me. We didn't even get an odd number that we could use. Let's go ahead and duplicate that. Thankfully, we do have this. Alright, let's do mass, see if we've got lethal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we have lethal. So there's no reason to not just kill him right now. Okay. So now the next stage here is to see if we can stop at this point and see if it picks us up right where we left off. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to title. Play. Continue. This is right where we left off. Excellent. That is actually perfect. That's exactly what I want out of this game. So, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here because it's getting close enough to that time where I'd normally wrap up anyway. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little bit of a look at Dicey Dungeons. We'll probably play this more. I might play it until we get all of the different classes unlocked.